Hey everyone, the Arthur of Gaming here. This is another video in my series of showing you Heroforge 2.0. Heroforge did a Kickstarter a few months back, and they had a very successful Kickstarter in which they are bringing tools to their original Heroforge tools online for creating your own custom miniature. And in this new set of tools, they're introducing color. So you're able to color your mini right on the website, and then when it's printed in that color, which is just, wait till you see it. It's pretty incredible. I have a Twitch stream that I do every other Wednesday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we do it on twitch.tv/vorpalboard, and it's called Riverbreak. I have five players, and this is this last player that I have actually has two miniatures because he has two different people. He plays the same physical body that has a split personality, and he plays a fighter and a rogue. It's very interesting. It's Sir Calamar Fauxon, and it's Sharp is the name of the rogue. So what we've done is in the past we have gotten Heroforge minis. Here's Sir Calamar. I know it's a little blurry because it doesn't do focus on the inside, but anyway, Sir Calamar is here. Very cool looking miniature. I painted this one myself. I'm not the best at painting miniatures. I'm serviceable. I'm okay. Not the best, like I said, not the worst. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this miniature and I'm going to show you the Heroforge website, and I'm going to show you how I color it right on their website. Just take note that his base is blue. There's a reason for that, and I'll explain that later. So here we go. Here's our Heroforge website. Here's Sir Calamar. And so I'm going to try and keep him to his coloring that he has here, which is pretty much all metal, gray cloak on the back. If you see the cloak on the back, gray fur and green cloak, like a dark green cloak. I did some dark green on his helmet here in the middle. Most of the rest of it is pretty much standard metal looking stuff. So that's because I'm trying to use a paintbrush. I don't have the precision that Heroforge 2.0 has. So you're going to see this armor is going to become a lot more impressive looking on color Heroforge than it is with my paint job. So first, let's do our cloak. After all, it's the one thing I know that's a thing that's green. So if you go to your character, you go to your tools. You have this column of tools here. Choose color, and then you can. Oh, let's do race first, which I don't think you can even see his race, but we'll go with human. You can see, you can kind of see it inside the helmet. You can barely see it though, but we'll go with just a middle of the road human. You can kind of see his skin in there a little bit. You're not really designed to see much on him. He's pretty tin canned up. So then we're going to go to theme. So you could go with a theme here. Oh, that's pretty awesome looking, actually. That's a pretty great looking theme. There's lots of options for themes. So you do all these things here. Some good ones. And you could certainly edit this too. So you could make a theme that you start with and then just edit it afterwards. But I'm going to do it the hard way. You can see there's a decals thing here too. This is coming soon. This is where you're going to be able to put like a blank shield here and then put a decal on it, which is like an emblem or something like that, or tattoos on your character and that sort of thing. This is the section we're going to spend most of our time, this paint section. So these tools across top here have a materials. So right, like cloth, leather, paint, plastic, metal, bone, skin, hair, etc. Right, rock, wood. We're going to have all these materials. So I'm going to go to the back. We're going to do cloth like we're on. I want like a dark green. And I don't think I'm going to find a color that I want. Maybe that. So kind of close. Well, it's pretty darn close actually. And if you'll notice too, you got to look underneath the bottom. You got to do the underside too, because you could do them different colors, right? Yeah, that's pretty good actually. I'm going to go with that. And then if you look too, I'm going to go with a hair because that's what fur is, right? Fur is a hair. See how bright that is? I really want more of a gray. Salt and pepper, I think it's too dark. A little bit too dark. Not much too dark, a little bit. So this is good. I'm going to show you. I'm going to make it the white. And then we're going to go to this mix. And the mix is going to take this old salt. We could rename it to something else. But this allows me to, oh, there it is, hit this little settings button. And now you can see high, mid, and low. We can really adjust the color here. So mid, I want to be way more in the gray area. You can see the color changing on his cloak as we're doing it. Low, I want to be way more in the black area. So they get that real pop. And the high, I want to be really in the white area. I think mid maybe a little bit lighter on the mid. So maybe something like that. So you see there where it becomes a much different gray compared to before. You can even increase like the fuzz, so it looks more fuzzy, I guess. Yeah, I don't know how much that really seems to help in this case. So we're going to keep that like that. I think that's good. Back to our paint. So now we're going to dive into all this armor and such. Actually, let's go with his shield first. So his shield obviously has some nice wooden pieces to it. I had like a medium wood to it. Maybe something like the beach. Yeah, that's a perfect one. That's a good one. And the inside, oh, it did the inside. Okay, so the inside's also wood too. So you see that. And then a nice metal. So we're going to go to a metal. Let's go to a nice, how's the titanium look? A little too shiny for me. I'm a big fan of like, let's see what we got up here. Brushed bronze. That's pretty good. What about, it's a little more blue than I want. Let's go with that. Right, you can do all these things separate, right? See that? We can pick, now we could take that nice dark green that he has, like this. This is like a green. And we could do, oops, like the buttons green. Look at that, see that? That's a pretty cool looking shield. I'd probably come over here and I think all there is back here is the straps. I don't think there's anything else to do back here. So let's just go with some leather, right? Because most straps are going to be like a leather. Maybe there's like a greenish leather. Put that on there. There's the straps. It's pretty cool. I kind of like the way that looks. Maybe we'll see what his armor looks like looking like that. Right? That's that antique brushed copper and some of that green. So I know I want this to be green because that's how it is on his picture here. But you'll see, look at all the little piece of detail I have that I can do different colors. Right? There's no way you'd get all this with a brush. Like there's no way. You're not going to get all these little detail pieces with a brush. So I think what I'm going to do, because I'm going to have to do this a little different color than before. Maybe we'll do some of this under stuff green, right? Because that's kind of his color. I wonder what this brushed copper will look like. I kind of like that. Right, let's kind of do like a green in here, maybe green here. I think the green just goes really, really well with it, actually. Because, you know, copper has that bit of green to it anyway. I think we're going to have to get another color in here too. The gloves are so many options for things. Here we go in the back. You can really see. So I think I want to change that. Flip that around. That green like that. The really accent the green underneath. We can kind of get right in there. It's just pretty awesome all in general, like the way you can do that and get so deep. Now I have no idea what this is going to look like printed, mind you. I've not seen one printed yet, but I can tell you that this part of it is pretty damn cool looking. Maybe go with some black leather in the front over here. That's not really black. Let's go black. Black belt, black strap. Right. Back to our metal. I know I'm kind of jumping around here, but I'm not very artistic, so trying to come up with things that look good together is not always easy for me. I do think that's pretty good though. If I figure out a third color for this, maybe I'll pop a third color into some places. I think that is pretty awesome looking though. Do some green on these little guys here. Now maybe just for a little pop of color, do some real like silver buckles. That little emblem is silver maybe. I don't know about you guys, but I think that's pretty awesome looking right there. Alright, now we can get to some of this other stuff here. Remember to go around behind. This is the big thing. You got to remember now there's all these little pieces. We got to make sure we do them all. You don't want to leave something undone, you know. Some wood pieces here for... I don't like that. Too much. Too much. Let's go with that, I guess. Go with that. Again, leather, like hand grip. Go like that. Metals. There's a gun metal that I love. I know it's not a gun, I just love the color of it. It's just such a good color. You can see on that hand axe, like it's just such a good color. I like to try and use that when I can. Nice black there. And now why not use the same colors on his scarab, right? That, pull that green out. Yeah, green. Shoot. So one thing I don't like, I tend to misclick. Where those buttons are green there, and green all over there, maybe I should change this then. Maybe this should be more of a gunmetal. And then do the green of the buttons. There you go. So I think I've gotten everything except his sword. We're going to do that in a second here. I like to just keep looking over though and make sure that I'm doing everything properly. Okay. So take a look at his sword. His sword's pretty straightforward, shiny sword, right? Do some iron. Could do some cobalt. It's even shinier. Not really platinum. Titanium. Do something like that. I kind of like the cobalt. The cobalt's just cool looking. And then we did, let's go back with some gunmetal, right? Some gunmetal here. Some gunmetal here. And let's do maybe some more of that cobalt down here, just so it kind of looks good. Or even, maybe not, there's like a greenish tint one we could do. Oh, that's not, that's too something. That's too something. Now, looks very similar to his armor. Let's keep it that way. All right, so now I told you I did a blue base on him, right? So for my stream, Riverbreak, we do 3D terrain. So we have a camera that looks down, and so sometimes it's hard to see people's minis. So what we did was we assigned everybody a color. It's the same color underneath their video window. It has a color, and then that color matches the base of the mini, so that way people always know who's got which color. So there we go. So Calamar is nice. Calamar and Sharp are both like a nice bright blue. So with this, I like to do like the ring, a nice bright color, like a paint color. And then the other ones I like to maybe go find a rock, and so there's not really a stone, or not really a blue stone in there. Maybe some gem blue. There is some gem blue. If you look, all of this rock in here, there's different patterns of rock. So you can really throw some blue in there. Maybe go to a glass blue, maybe like something like that. I like to throw some color in there. There's no wood blue. There is some plant blue. Some bone blue. So just some different blues, just to put a little bit of variety and pattern into it, a little bit of depth maybe, but keep that blue all through the entire base. I think that's good. So I think this is Sir Calamar. I think it looks pretty awesome. Certainly came out pretty good, I think. And that's him. So now we're going to go on to do Sharp. Okay, so here we are now. We have Sharp. So remember, this is the alternate personality of Sir Calamar, and Sharp is a rogue. And yes, he does have different armor and different sword. He has some different equipment, and what ends up happening is the system has been worked out between Corbagh, the big half-orc paladin, every time Sharp comes in and says, "Why am I in this big heavy armor?" and he tries to sell it, Corbagh buys it from him and then sells it back to his other personality. They've got a whole system worked out. So this is Sharp. One thing that is the same, it says green cloak. So we're going to do that same dark green cloak. Oh, and a skin color, of course. So let's do, there you go, skin color. That's pretty good. Here's what Sharp, here's what Sharp's mini looks like. You can kind of see it. There you go. Oh, there, focused on it. So that's Sharp. That's the Sharp mini. Blue base, of course. But that's him. Green cloak, right? So now let's see what we can do here. We'll go to paint. We'll go back to our cloth and go to that nice green. It was this one, I think, right? Yeah, I think that was it. So go with that for the cloak. And is there an under one? Yep, there's an under one. There we go. We got that underneath there. Okay. Now, he has what looks like basically like some black leather, because he's a rogue, right? So he wants to be sneaky protected. So he's got black leather. So let's go to leather. Let's go to black. We'll do the majority of things here in this black leather, right? And then we'll enhance it with some other colors to make it cool looking. There we go. So that looks like that's probably the majority of him, of his black leather. He does have some brown like bags and stuff on him, so we'll do like maybe like a darker. Ooh, the red is kind of cool actually. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, look at that. That's some nice looking stuff. No, I think I'm going to change these bags to a dark color with the red accent. It makes more sense. I think it'll look better too. Let's put that. Was this one here? This one here, right? Some of this can get a little bit precise because you're getting right in there on little tiny spots. Make sure we get all these spots back here and everything. Okay. I like that. I like that color scheme. That looks really good. So now let's do something with these buttons. Let's go to our metals here. Even like a green. Not quite dark enough. Maybe that green there. Right, and that kind of calls back to Sir Calamar's stuff that we did earlier by having that green there. Okay, so we got that. And now let's do his weapons. So again, I bet he's going to go for, you know, some nice dark weapons. Because, you know, you gotta be careful in the dark here. We go with that kind of similar red color scheme. I notice there is a little something in there. Make sure we get that. Would that be better? No, that doesn't match any better. Does that match better? Yep, that matches better to his other red. I got that there. And over here, I think some more of the same, right? He's going to go with some more muted colors. Because he's not going to want people to see him. Oh, I think that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. And then again, he's blue, right? So we're going to do that blue paint again. I did like the deep blue, I think, around there. Yeah, and then we did some, I remember some blue plant. Was one of those maybe. The blue, what else did I use? I didn't use blue cloth. Did I use a blue metal maybe? Not that it really matters. Like, I'm just trying to do some different blue colors to layer some texture in there. Make it look different, and obviously different color blues. I think it was a glass blue I used too. Right, and just lay some colors in there and some textures. Obviously would be, which would be very hard to do with paintbrushes, right? It'd be very difficult to do all that, right? So I think that's it. I think we have Sharp now. I think he looks pretty awesome. Can't wait to see these guys printed. I think they will look amazing printed. I can't wait to show the guys and gals that I play with that I've colorized all their characters and see what they think. But that's it. So that's Heroforge 2.0, the color tools. Really simple, really amazing. I am not a artist in any way, shape, or form, and as you can see, you can even make something cool not being an artist, right? And which I'm not. So I think this looks really awesome. I think they come out really great. I can't wait to see them printed. But even just using them for a color tool online to make pictures of your characters is just incredible, you know. But I really want the physical mini too. That's what I really want. I really want the physical mini. I really want to print it out and see how good they are. So, so go check them out, heroforge.com. Follow me on Instagram at the Arthur of Gaming. Subscribe to my YouTube channel at the Arthur of Gaming. Subscribe to my channel, like my videos, comment below these videos. Let us know what kind of things you like. Is this stuff you guys are liking, or something else you might want to see? As always, come see my live stream, Riverbreak, on Twitch. So twitch.tv/vorpalboard. We stream every other Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so I hope to see some of you there. And, you know, it's a crazy, dangerous world out there, folks, so please do your best to stay safe.